Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's February 22nd, 2023, and we are in the Old Testament, and we are in the book of Genesis. We're going to read chapter 47, verse 27 to chapter 48, verse 22 today. All right. So we're coming to the end of Jacob's life, and he comes to Joseph, his son, and he wants to make a vow with him that when he dies, he does not want to be buried in Egypt. He wants to be taken back to Canaan and be buried with his ancestors, and Joseph agrees to do that. And we're going to see that that is fulfilled 400 years from now, which is really impressive if you ask me. We also see that he's going to bless Jacob's going to bless Joseph's sons before he dies. Now, there's a few things that happen in here. You kind of see the contrast between the patriarch blessing the next generation. You had Abraham blessed his natural-born son of Sarah, and then God reiterated the blessing. When Isaac had his son, well, he was going to bless the firstborn. That's what he wanted to do, but God arranged that it would have been the second-born son instead, which was Jacob. And then again, after that blessing, God reiterates it. In this case, Jacob is presented to Joseph's sons, and as they're brought to him, he crosses his hands. So he blesses the younger over the older, which is different. That's the first time we've had the patriarch wanting to change up the order. Excuse me. God has changed it up. That's the first time we see the patriarch. We also don't see God reiterate the blessing, but we're going to get some more blessings tomorrow, so we'll hold that off for right now. So we're going to get Jacob preparing his death by asking not to be buried in Egypt, and by blessing the younger son of Joseph over the older son of Joseph. So let's go ahead and we're going to read Genesis chapter 47, verse 27 to 48:22. So Israel dwelt in the land of Egypt in the country of Goshen, and they had possessions there, and grew and multiplied exceedingly. And Jacob lived in the land of Egypt 17 years. So the length of Jacob's life was 147 years. When the time drew near that Israel must die, he called his son Joseph and said to him, Now if I have found favor in your sight, please put your hand under my thigh and deal kindly and truly with me. Please do not bury me in Egypt, but let me lie with my fathers. You shall carry me out of Egypt and bury me in their burial place. And he said, I will do as you have said. Then he said, Swear to me. And he swore to him. So Israel bowed himself on the head of the bed. Now it came to pass after these things that Joseph was told, Indeed your father is sick. And he took with him his two sons, Manasseh and Ephraim. And Jacob was told, Look, your son Joseph is coming to you. And Israel strengthened himself and sat up on the bed. And Jacob said to Joseph, God Almighty appeared to me at Luz in the land of Canaan, and blessed me, and said to me, Behold, I will make you fruitful and multiply you, and I will make of you a multitude of people, and give this land to your descendants after you as an everlasting possession. And now your two sons, Ephraim and Manasseh, who were born to you in the land of Egypt, where I come to you in Egypt, are mine, as Reuben and Simeon. They shall be mine. Your offspring whom you beget after them shall be yours. They will be called by the name of their brothers in their inheritance. But as for me, when I come from Padan, Rachel died beside me in the land of Canaan on the way, when there was but a little distance to go in Ephrath. And I buried her there on the way to Ephrath, that is Bethlehem. Then Israel saw Joseph's sons and said, Who are these? Joseph said to his father, These are my sons, whom God has given me in this place. And he said, Please bring them to me, and I will bless them. And the eyes of Israel were dim with age, so that he could not see. And Joseph brought them near him, and he kissed them and embraced them. And Israel said to Joseph, I had not thought to see your face, but in fact God has also shown me your offspring. So Joseph brought them from beside his knees, and he bowed down with his face to the earth. And Joseph took them both, Ephraim with his right hand toward Israel's left hand, and Manasseh with his left hand toward Israel's right hand, and brought them near him. Then Israel stretched out his right hand and laid it on Ephraim's head, who was the younger, and his left hand on Manasseh's head, guiding his hands knowingly, for Manasseh was the firstborn. And he blessed Joseph and said, God, before whom my fathers Abraham and Isaac walked, the God who has fed me all my life long to this day, the angel who has redeemed me from all evil, bless the lads. Let my name be named upon them, and the name of my fathers Abraham and Isaac, and let them grow into a multitude in the midst of the earth. Now when Joseph saw that his father laid his right hand on the head of Ephraim, it displeased him. So he took hold of his father's hand to remove it from Ephraim's head to Manasseh's head. And Joseph said to his father, "Not so, my father, for this one is the firstborn. Put your right hand on his head." But his father refused and said, "I know, my son, I know. He also shall become a people, and he also shall be great. But truly his younger brother shall be greater than he, and his descendants shall become a multitude of nations." So he blessed him that day, saying, "By you Israel will bless," saying, "May God take you So he blessed them that day, saying, "By you Israel will bless," saying, "My God make you as Ephraim and as Manasseh." And thus he set Ephraim before Manasseh. Then Israel said to Joseph, "Behold, I am dying, but God will be with you and bring you back to the land of your fathers. Moreover, I have given to you one portion above your brothers, which I took from the hand of the Amorite with my sword and my bow." May God bless the reading of his word, and may God bless you. Bye.